Alright, so, like, I don't mind Japanese people, but I really mind the people that work at the Japanese steakhouses. Like, I don't even think they're Japanese. So, like, you go, you're looking around, you're driving, and your mom or your dad or, like, your friends see, oh, Japanese steakhouse, cool, Japanese people, steak, you two don't usually mix, let's go do that. And, like, you go do it, you get, like, a shirt on, like a little polo or something, because you don't know how to really dress at a Japanese restaurant. So, like, you go, you notice, like, at Outback, right, they have, like, 5 or 10 waiters. Here, they got, like, one old Japanese lady with, like, part of her ear chopped off. She's, like, 132. Her hair is, like, half off. Like, you can tell she's wearing a wig because it's, like, a weave. Like, it's purple down to here. And, like, so, like, she's like, what table would you like? You're like, can we get a booth, please? She's like, no. You get the little stools that are, like, this big. You're, like, sitting on them. You're, like, your feet are, like, hanging, like, 7 feet above the ground. Like, you're like, looking down, and it's, like, you can see people, like, hey, how's it going? And you're, like, oh, just get some food. And, like, oh, cool, I'll call you. All right, man. And, like your family is just chilling there. Like, she comes, she's like, what would you like to drink? And I'm like, don't we get, like, a menu or something? And she's like, no, you don't get a menu. I'm like, okay. Then I'd like a Coke, please. And, like, they're like, she's like, okay. And, like, she's writing it down, but I don't know what she's writing, but I know she's not writing down Coke. She messes it up. She messes it up. But she must be writing, kid is white, has brown hair, must find phone number, pretty hot. And I'm like, I don't know what she's writing, but she's writing, like, 3 sentences just for, can I have a Coke? I'd be like, Coke, done. No. It's like, take 7 minutes. Could you say that again? And you're like, Coke. And she's like, tell me more. And I'm like, just give me a Coke, lady. So, like, all your family orders, and she, like, brings back the little Bobo, like, plastic cups with, like, scratched out Coke that were made in, like, World War II. Like, you can see, like, little Nazi signs on them on the bottom where she, like, tries to, like, wipe it out with whiteout. You can see the little black, like, insignia thing. She's like, I brought you all water. Goodbye. And she just walks off. You never see her again for the entire time you're eating. Then the chef guy comes out, right? The chef guy just is all like, you know, he's Japanese, right? But he's that Japanese guy that can't find any other job or work. He's got to be the stereotypical Japanese guy. He's got that, oh, how are you doing today? And like Mr. Miyagi, like, accent. Like, you know, he can't find work anywhere else, and he's so embarrassed to be there. But to cope with it, he's done like 7 pounds of crack just to deal with it. And he has like the little top hat, like, you know, chef's hat, maybe like 2 or 3 inches above the head. He has like a 7-foot like pimp hat with like feathers in it and like little jewelry, like drawings of his family, stuff like that. And like obviously he wears like the little white clean thing, and like he's like, okay, you're like, okay, that's cool. Can we have? So what are you gonna make us? He's like, I'm gonna make you some rice, some shrimp, some vegetables. I'm like, it's a steakhouse. Do we get steak? He's like, no. You want some soup? I'm like, where? He just pulls it out like it's a robe. He's like, soup. And I'm like, is this it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, pretty. And he's like, before we finish, he shoves it back and he's like, good, huh? And I'm like, yeah, remember? Yeah. And so like after that, like he starts cooking, right? And like the lady comes back. Like this lady comes back, not the same lady, you can tell, because like the ear is chopped off different. So like you come back, she comes back, she's like, are you enjoying dinner so far? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, kinda. She's like, what you know enjoy? And I'm like, you don't want to say anything more. You're like, no, it's good. I didn't mean that. 5 stars. There, you extra tip for you. Leave me alone, please. So like after that, like if you. Like, I think that's, like, a decoy, because, like, I paid attention once to what the guy was cooking. And the guy was cooking, all he was doing was, like, stirring around with the spatula. Because that stuff that he makes, it's already been pre-cooked in, like, the microwave. You get that from, like, Publix, throw it in the microwave for, like, 5 minutes, and then just, like, throw it in the freezer. And it's cooked. And it just warms it back up. The rice is, like, has, like, little, like, part of the rice is, like, little maggots, like, he hopes you don't tell. But, like, when you eat it, you're like, this rice is pretty good, but it's kind of like a little, like, slimy, crunchy. He's like, yeah, I wonder how that could happen. But, like, the thing that mainly ticks me off of there is, like, instead of just giving you the food, he's like, you want a rice bowl? And you're like, no, not really. I'm enjoying my food right now. And then like he's like, rice bowl. And he like slaps you across the face with it. And you're like you have rice all over the side of your face, and you're like, oh no, girl, that ain't going down. You ain't getting no tip. You getting like 7% now. He's like, rice bowl, and like you catch it, and you're like, this tastes like crap. I'm not eating it. And like so, like he's like, And then if you really tick him off, like takes up the onion, the big gun, the onions that no one eats. He just brings them out and sets them on fire. Goes to like the BP across the street, gets a can of gas, pours it on the onions, and it's just like, and like you can feel like he does it like so much gas, but the onions not like the onions. There's no point in even having it. Just to have like a cup, just a cup of gas. No point. Like it's not. He's like onion volcano. I'm like, it's not a volcano. It's just like a big explosion of fire. That's not. It's like explosion onions, and like you can taste the onion in your mouth, and like you have to make sure to bring a like chopstick because your lips will like peel off like 7 times. Like it'll be really smooth after, but like you'll start like bleeding. You'll like cry blood for like 3 minutes. Then after that, like the lady's like, oh, you're like you eat like 2 bites of your food. The lady comes back, different lady. This time this ear's chopped off, and then like she says like, oh, you want my food? I'm like, can I have my food back? I kind of just want to eat. She's like, you done? Takes all the food, and you're like, well, is there like any dessert or anything? She throws fortune cookies at you, and these are like the most depressing fortune cookies ever. Like I opened mine, you're gonna die. That was seriously it. Just you're going to die. And I was like, I wonder what the word is on the back, because they teach you Japanese and stuff, and it's all like faggot or something. I don't know. And it's all like horokochorokoi. You can't pronounce that. You can't pronounce it. It's impossible. So you just throw it to the side. My friend got, your mom is gonna die. My other friend got like, you're a horrible person and your dad like is gonna shoot you in your neck. Everyone hates you, stuff like that. They're the most depressing things ever. So like after that, you finish it, you're done with your meal, she brings you the check, and for sitting there for like 5 hours, and you get like 3 bites of food and a fortune cookie, the check is like $400. She's like, you want to pay now in cash or credit? And you're like, just credit, I guess, yeah. She's like, because like you can see the like chef in the background like giving you the creeper face with like the butcher knife. It's like, and like you're like, she's like, you want a tip? And you're like, no. And then you're like in your mind, you're like, please God, no, don't make me waste any more money on this garbage. You're like, but like your hands, like your brain's like, if you don't do this, you're going to get stabbed by crackhead Japanese people. Do it now. So you like take out your wallet, you put like $4.20 down, you just like run out as fast as you can. You go to McDonald's across the street, order a Big Mac, eat it, and then you just like die. It's garbage.